Hey there Clashers, j.king here with Heroical Clash of Clans. Today we're going to be building some top 5 Town Hall 7 farming bases. Now I'm really excited to be doing this video for you all today because Town Hall 7 was one of my favorites. It's the first time you really get the ability to spread out that splash damage with 2 wizard towers and 3 mortars. Some really great configurations can be made. Let's get it started.
Number 5.
Alright guys, getting started here, we have a great base that's focused on protecting gold storage units or elixir storage, whatever you want to have in the middle there, whatever is most important to you. Looking at the structure of this base, the clan castle's centrally located with great coverage over the whole base. Our mortars are in a nice triangle in their own compartments each, so they're well protected as well. Looking at the wizard towers, they're on adjacent sides of the base, and having the Teslas also on adjacent sides and kind of covering the area where the wizard towers do not. Our air defense is centrally located, so it's going to be very difficult to attack from with air. And looking at our cannons, they are in a nice pentagon there with almost perfect coverage. The archer towers are filling in the gaps, having a nice rectangle of coverage. Looking at the center of the base there, we have 4 traps surrounding those gold storages. And if you want to change them out, like I said, our elixir storages are on the outside. It's a little bit of a sacrifice there, but that's something that you might want to do at rank 7 just so you can really protect the assets that are most important to you. Also, our dark elixir has its own compartment as well, so that's pretty well protected. The other thing I want to mention about this base is that it's very well segmented. I mean, there is no quad junctions. Every one of these is a T-junction. So it's got a very nice layout of walls. It's a great base. I recommend checking it out.
Number 4.
Alright, here we got another great base layout. This time it's focused on keeping that dark elixir right in the center and very well protected. Our clan castle is located right next door, centrally located, not perfectly in the center, but not bad, with a nice setup of mortars right around it, nice little triangle there, good overlap as well. The wizard towers are on adjacent sides, one's protecting the mortar and the other one's protecting that dark elixir just a little bit more. Looking at the Teslas, they're on the other sides of the base, protected with spring traps right next to it, so you can't get an easy Tesla kill. Our air defenses are in their own little compartments behind at least 2 walls, so that's very nice. The cannons are in a nice array of 5, very well dispersed around the base, with the archer towers filling the gaps where the cannons can't. The gold storage units on this base have nice compartments for themselves behind at least 2 walls of protection, and our elixir storages are in their own compartments on the outer wall, but they're not exactly on the most outer point, so archers can't come and take those elixir points from you very easily. The base has a great layout of walls, very well segmented, at least 2 walls of protection around the important stuff. There's some good traps in there. It's a great base. I totally recommend checking it out.
Number 3.
Alright guys, so here I have a cool base set up for you that might look familiar to something that you'd see in a Town Hall 8 or 9, where it's a circular base that kind of has a vortex of traps all the way around it with an X right in the middle. Now in the center of that X is our clan castle, perfectly located, covering the whole base, and 3 mortars right around it, a little bit of a triple threat of damage, doing lots of damage to anything that comes close to the center of the base. There's 2 wizard towers on both sides of that X, kind of inset a little bit from the wall, so they're going to do a great job not getting hit right away and doing good splash damage on those ends. Our air defenses are on the other side of the X as well, with the same type of protection. The Teslas are paired up with the 2 archer towers on the north and south side of the base, but they're not going to get attacked directly because there's a cannon right next door with an open door and a trap system right in front of it. So the cannons are all around the base. They have a trap system in front of them. Usually the spring trap will be in front of the bomb if possible. That'll spring any troops before they get bombed. A nice little tip for you. And looking at other things on the base, we have our gold storage and elixir in their own compartments on all 4 corners, and they're in their own sections as well. So when a swarm of troops comes through, they're going to have to take out that whole section before they have to go through another 2 walls to get to the next. So it's not all your eggs in one basket. It kind of protects everything pretty evenly when you spread those out like that. One last thing to mention on this base is we have a town hall in the corner there, left side, and it is used as a defensive unit. It has a lot of hit points and it's protected by 2 cannons. So it's kind of a hybrid base in a way. It's got a lot going for it. I recommend checking it out.
Number 2.
Alright guys, so here I have a very interesting base that is going to give you some very funny replays. It is a trap base if there ever was one. Looking at the structure, we have a very round outer wall that really only has 2 major compartments, and if they break through that outer wall, then they're going to be drawn around the base through a system of a double bomb and spring trap system. Looking at the center is our clan castle covering the outer wall perfectly, and a triple threat mortar system that will just barrage the damage as they go around the base. Very, very cool. Our wizards are on both sides of the base, with the Teslas on the other 2 sides of the base, paired with the big bomb system, so that'll do a lot of damage to anybody trying to get those Teslas. Our air defenses are spread out on both sides with protection from the wizard towers, so that's pretty cool there. It's not the best setup, but it works for this setup. And the cannons are generally spread out well, with our archer towers spread out perfectly. Looking at the storage units, they have their own compartment right around that center area, so a nice arrangement of those. They're not going to get all of them at the same time, and the dark elixirs right in the center as well. So overall, a really great base, really funny replays. If you're looking to laugh your ass off and have a good time, check this one out.
Number 1.
Alright, so here we have a base that is very well guarded with a lot of walls. It's going to be very difficult to take over with any army. Looking at our center point, the clan castle covering the whole base, very nice, and the dark elixir right next to it. They are behind 3 walls of protection, so that is very well defended. Looking at the mortars, they're in a little bit larger triangle than what we're used to, but it's going to give the base an overall good spread from all directions. The wizard towers are protecting 2 of our mortars, as well as being located in an ideal situation to protect from all angles. The air defenses are covering the base as well, and they have 2 walls of defense, so that's looking good. Looking at our Teslas, they are located in 2 of the corners, with the other 2 corners having bomb systems in it, so it's a little bit of a guessing game to see where it's going to come from. Very cool. Our cannons are very well spread out throughout the base, with archer towers in 4 of the corners. Each one of those archer towers has a little bit of a spring trap in front of it, so that's really cool, a little bit of a trap system. The storage units are a little bit random here, and there's not really one specific place to attack from to get all 4 of them, but really cool stuff. I like this base a lot, definitely recommend checking it out. Very difficult to take it all out, especially if you're looking to protect that dark elixir. This is a base to check out. Well, that'll do it for my top 5 Town Hall 7 farming bases. Please let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below, which bases you like the most, if one works for you. And also, if you have a base yourself that you want to share with me for my next top 5 video, please do so on Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe to this channel. I'll have a lot more videos in the weeks to come. And like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll see you next time.